Hello, what is up, everybody, and welcome to episode 28 of Result Report. And we've got a lot to cover this episode, especially here in the NBA Finals. We'll talk about first, can the Heat stay alive in the Finals? And also, will the Florida Panthers be able to survive? This may be a lot for Miami to deal with, and let's get right into it. One of you commented last video that you thought Ethan had a good pick with the Heat winning in 6. I'm not going to say that's a bad pick, and at that time it was a 1-1 series. Now the Heat have to be looking at a different approach. They lost 2 home games in a row this series, and after starting 6-0 at home in the playoffs, they have now lost their 4 last games. And it started in game 3 when the Nuggets beat the Heat 109-94 in Miami to take a 2-1 series lead. And Jokic and Murray became the first teammates in NBA history to have a 30-point triple-double in the same game. Not just the finals, not just the playoffs, NBA history. And then also, the Heat were a little bit desperate in Game 4, and the Nuggets would win 108-95 to take a 3-1 series lead. Aaron Gordon had 30 points, and also, teams are 35-1 all time with a 3-1 lead in the NBA Finals. And the one team to do it is the Cleveland Cavaliers in 2016. And you may think that, the Nuggets, most teams just decide to rest on it. They just take a rest when they're up 3-1, and they don't realize that they gotta win, or else now the pressure comes on them. And the Nuggets are approaching it as if they are down 3-1 in the series instead of both of them have that approach. And as the Heat are desperate right now, the Nuggets are acting as if they are desperate. In the 2020 playoffs in the bubble, they came back from 3-1 against the Jazz and 3-1 against the Clippers, both in a row. But however, they would lose to the Lakers in 5 games in the Western Conference Finals, who would eventually win the championship. The Heat are playing the Nuggets in Game 5 tonight, and the Nuggets have a chance to close out the series and win their first ever NBA title in their first appearance in the NBA Finals. Tyler Herro is playing for the first time since Game 1 against the Bucks, which was on April 16th. And he also played, the most recent full game he played was April 14th against the Bulls in the play-in tournament, which could have been the final game of their season, but now they're in the NBA Finals. But my pick for Game 5 right now, I said Nuggets in 6 earlier, but now I'm going with Nuggets in 5. And here's a question here. Did Denver give away Game 2 in the 4th quarter, or were the Heat actually good enough to pull it off? They were up 83-75 at the beginning, and I saw that the Heat just kept dominating there. But were the Nuggets giving it away? You realize that they kind of gave it away in the fourth quarter of the second game too. So I'm just seeing if you guys think that. Make sure you comment so I can see your thoughts on that. And if they did give it away, then if they wouldn't have given that away, if it was a giveaway, then they would have a chance then they would have already swept the Heat in the finals. And you don't see a sweep in the finals very often. Last time it happened was 2017 or 2018, where the Warriors swept the Cavaliers. And also, will Denver start a dynasty if they win a championship? I honestly think so. You may think it's too early to say that, but most people think, the team's going to repeat. That usually doesn't happen. The Warriors and Cavs just kept dominating their conferences, and the Cavs just wouldn't get 1 seeds. They kept getting 4 seeds, and then they kept having to get through the better teams in the playoffs. And I think they will start a dynasty here. They re-signed Jokic. He's in a contract. He signed a 5-year contract, a 5-year extension in the offseason, so he makes $50 million a year. Jamal Murray is signed, Gordon re-signed, Porter re-signed. I just think this team really, if they're healthy, they're really good. Last year they had Michael Porter Jr. and Jamal Murray injured, but this year they only had Aaron Gordon and Nikola Jokic, and they got a 6 seed there, but couldn't really do much with it. But now I say the Denver Nuggets start a dynasty, and they will win a championship for 3 out of the next 4 seasons. That will do it for our NBA segment.